Mike had to push the stone mill 200 times every day. For the person who pushed it the fewest times each day here would be executed. But he could no longer stand such a life. Suddenly, he noticed traces of repair on the wall. Moreover, this spot was a blind corner of the surveillance, so he started chiseling the wall with a pen. Gradually, he dug a hole in the wall. However, when he tried to escape through the hole, he suddenly found that there were guards right on the other side of it. When Mike woke up again, the hole had already been blocked up, and the administrator imposed a punishment on him. He was ordered to push the stone mill 370 times every day. Yet pushing it 300 times was already beyond his limit. Mike was physically and mentally exhausted. He realized that continuing like this was simply not a solution. So Mike resolutely decided to go on strike. He told the other imprisoned people, "As long as none of us do the work, none of us will die." His speech gained everyone's approval. So the next day, everyone stopped working. However, when there were only 4 minutes left until the end of the task, the system suddenly notified that those who completed 0 rounds would be executed. Soon after, the sound of stone mill pushing started echoing around. Mike anxiously shouted to those around him. He hoped that everyone would not give in, but the only response he got was the sound of the stone mill being pushed. Soon, the countdown ended. A group of well-dressed men walked in. They were going to euthanize Mike. Filled with overwhelming anger, Mike could no longer contain himself. He clenched his fists and punched the men hard, but those men just stared at him coldly. In the end, Mike unexpectedly killed the security supervisor. It turned out that this was a compliance test for the company to select employees, because Mike dared to break the rules and also possessed a certain degree of leadership ability. The company hired him as a senior employee. He was given a clean office. Every day, he only needed to watch a certain number of videos, but this job had to be kept confidential. He was not allowed to tell his family or friends about it. Mike knew that this was still an experiment, but he still signed the contract because he already knew how to break the rules. Then he took out his mobile phone and called his wife. After that, he told his wife about the details of his job.